Hello and welcome to the All Night Gamers Podcast, episode 36. It's a slow week and it's a random week, but it's a week nonetheless, and we're still here. I'd like to start off by saying that Mayo is not with us this week, so rip the dream. We'd appreciate some Fs in the chat. He's got other personal business to attend to, but it's fine. We shall continue on, and he will be back next week per usual. Anyway, hi, hello, hi. Hope you're doing well. We've got, like I said, a pretty random week this week. Some news about the Ace Attorney Chronicles, and the Ace Attorney Collection. Some Monster Hunter Direct news coming up. We've got our final week of the console month of April, where we're going to be talking about Nintendo handhelds. So it'll be sure to be a better discussion than the one on Xbox last week, because that was kind of a disaster. So yeah, we'll talk about that. Apex Legends is getting a new game mode. I'm very excited to talk about that. Animal Crossing got another terrible update. Cameron will fill you in on all of that. And we're going to finish off with a topic about Nintendo's mobile games and how they should move forward with those. So again, hi, hello, hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us for another episode here this week. It's a rough one. Finals for pretty much all college students across the country are starting. So if you're going through it, or you're about to go through it, Alex and I's hearts deeply go out to you, because we are also going through it right now. But anyway, we're here for a podcast. The show must go on. So first thing, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles is being localized for the first time from Japan and coming to Switch, PS4, and Steam on July 27th. Of a launch price of $40. The Switch is getting a physical edition. Japan is also getting a box duo set with the Ace Attorney collection. And just an interesting note, this is also the same day that The World Ends With You releases. I actually I should save this for Collector's Corner, but I feel like it's relevant. I actually pre-ordered the Ace Attorney Chronicles. It is live on Amazon right now as of this recording. If you are interested, hopefully it is still up for pre-order.
Should be.
Yeah, games don't usually sell out. So, usually. And I also bought the Ace Attorney collection from Japan because it is... I think I only spent $40 including shipping from PlayAsia to get it. It has English language support, and all three games are on one cart with no download required, and I think that's pretty cool because that's how they did the original Dragon Quest ports. And I've never, to be honest, I've never played the Ace Attorney games.
I have.
Yeah, and I like. Are you gonna tell me that they're good? That I already know they're good.
They're visual novels.
Yeah, I've always been interested in them. I'm ready to try them out. So.
Yeah. So the first three, which is the trilogy, are actually GBA games.
Yeah.
But the first one got an additional case when they ported them to DS that uses mechanics that are used later in the series. Like DS touch controls that has been moved over when they've ported it time and time again.
I've always wanted to play them. I just never got around to it, and I saw Nintendo tweeting about this stuff. And Nintendo has a ongoing deal with PlayAsia where you get 5% off using InDeal as a promo code. Yep. So I used that and got I don't know, $2 off. So I paid $39 or something, including shipping. So that'll be coming in soon. But I also have the Ace Attorney Chronicles pre-ordered because I think it's about high time I get into this series. So I'm very excited for that. I have no idea when the collection will come in, but I'm hoping it's soon. It's a good graduation present. Okay.
I think Disney's a better one.
I didn't say it was a... yeah, Disney's a great graduation present. This is just a good one. Monster Hunter, there's a Monster Hunter Direct coming literally the day after this recording, so I can't tell you about it. Seems to be a repeating thing around these parts. But there is a quote Rise 2.0 update that they're going to be talking about, and more info about Monster Hunter Stories 2. So be sure to tune. Well, I would tell you to tune into that, but you won't hear it until after it's over. So if you haven't seen it yet, by the time you're listening to me tell you about it from the past, go watch it.
But we haven't seen it.
Yeah, go. So if you haven't seen it yet, go watch it. That was confusing. My brain hurts a little bit now.
I think that's final stocking.
It seems. Well, yeah, but then I just went and did it with like, well, if you're listening to this in the future, blah blah blah, from the past, but we can't tell you about it, although we kind of can. Blah blah blah. Anyway, Monster Hunter Stories 2 Collector's Edition also seems to be a GameStop exclusive for now. Is that something that's confirmed, or is that just?
It's not confirmed, but I haven't seen it go up anywhere else. Well, I guess it just like went up at GameStop's online. So it's I'm not sure.
Pre-orders will be available soon via GameStop and EB Games. Yeah, that does kind of sound exclusivity talking. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Whack. I wonder if there's any other. Yeah, I don't. Oh, there's nothing useful there. Well, good thing that I don't really care about Monster Hunter Stories, because I'm kind of done dealing with GameStop. So anyway, I bet that anyone listening to this can really tell how dead everyone is.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get over whatever I have, and I'm dying from my test.
Yeah, I feel that. I took a test earlier today. I've got another one tomorrow morning.
I took one earlier today, and I'm probably going to take one after this final's over because I need to get it through. Because it's due at noon tomorrow.
The one I have tomorrow is the only one that's like during a set time frame where I don't have a long time to do it.
Oh, my
So-
two are Wednesday that have set time frames.
Gross. So, like I said, this is a short week, so we're already moving on to the collector's corner, record pace. So this is the this is the weekly segment where we go around and talk about the games that we've been playing this week and things that we've bought for our collection, if any, and just collector stuff. And also we will be naming what our Nintendo favorite handheld console is. And why it is that. So, Cooper, why don't you go, because you've been so eager to tell everyone what your cringe pick of the week is.
Okay, so what have I been doing? I've been playing, I've been touching a little bit more of the World Ends With You. I do need to finish that. Hopefully this weekend. I should be free this. I don't know. We'll see. I've been playing Brawlhalla. I've been playing Fire Emblem Heroes. I've been playing. I bought Dragon Ball Fighters, and it's actually pretty fun, but it's really hard because it's like a real fighting game, and I don't know how to combo, so I'm just like spamming A. It's great. It's actually really fun. It's got a pretty cool story mode.
Did I mention it's fun?
Exactly.
Sounds like the classic Smash player trying to play a different fighting game. It's more than a button in a direction, so I just spam A the entire time.
Exactly. Easy. Not even hard. So favorite Nintendo handheld console and why?
Not necessarily Nintendo.
But do I go ahead and answer that?
It is.
Yeah. We mentioned Nintendo,
I
but in the
guess,
past we said it could be.
Yeah, you
the
could
Vita
you
and
include the PSP, the Vita, the Wonder Swan, the Atari Lynx if you're that kind of freak. Sega Nomad.
Hang on, let me.
Only
We
like
just
two of those are
figured everybody would
contenders against
probably.
3DS, DS, Game Boy.
I'm trying to think of
so
other freaky handheld consoles.
So my favorite handheld console is the Nintendo GameCube because it's got
Boy,
it's got a
stop.
It's got
You cannot. No, no,
No.
hush.
Stop. No.
It's got a handle.
I can't take this seriously, dude.
No, but for real, my actual favorite one is it has to be the 3DS. Any of them doesn't really matter as long as they can play games.
Well, then do I have an Atari Lynx for you?
Let's go. But the 3DS I really do like because it kind of changed what was Nintendo. Because how many games do you know where you can shoot your face? Exactly. That's what
Oh
I
yes, Face Raiders is the system seller.
It is. Who didn't play Face Raiders? Come on.
Me.
Man.
I
You're
did,
legit.
but I didn't buy the 3DS because, like, oh my god, I got Face Raiders.
That's what I'm saying.
I
That's
did not
what
buy
did.
the 3DS for that. I bought it for Mario.
But I really like how they did Pokemon and stuff, and I really liked how they implemented the 2 screens and with the 3D and stuff. Well, not really Pokemon, but other games they implemented the 3D, which was really cool. I really liked Mario. That's on everything, but I really like 3D Mario, like real 3D, like 14 inches away from your face 3D. It is crazy. But the 3DS is actually a really cool one, and I really like it.
Ah, yes, it's good because I like it.
And that's why I chose the Nintendo GameCube.
Okay, well now that we got out of the way, Alex, why don't you go ahead?
Alright, so first, before we do anything else, I wanted to say we were ish right. I don't know how to describe it. We were kind of right? I don't know. While Nintendo didn't release Mother 3, for the 15th anniversary, the fan
translation got updated.
Yeah, it got updated.
So even though that's not what we predicted at all, it did happen, and it's related. So
somebody
we'll
cared
take
about. Someone cared about Mother's.
We're like, we'll put it at like 30%.
Oh yeah. Also, thanks Cooper for putting a photo of the 3DS in the chat because none of us know what a 3DS is.
You didn't.
Thanks.
Not until I showed you. You're welcome. You're welcome.
So this week, I didn't get to play either a lot, but I did play some more Fire Emblem Fates. And I played some and bought Nier Replicant version. Well, I don't know the version number. I know people call it 1.22 because it's a long number because it's the square root of 1.5.
Why?
Because they hate you, that's why.
Because the director's like, people go up to this man and he just tells jokes all day. But someone asked him once, why'd you design 2B like that? I like women.
I like women.
Yes, sir.
Same.
Yeah, see, but irrational numbers aren't funny, and neither is math.
Math is bad.
The only math thing that's ever been funny is typing either 1134 or 1358008 into your calculator and then turning it down and reading hell boobies. That's the only math thing that's ever been funny.
Look at this thing.
That is
1.22474487139. Something.
gross.
Yeah.
Nasty.
So I played. Did I say the other game? I think I got sidetracked.
Fireman Fights?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Wait, you bought more than that this week.
Oh yeah. Well, I was getting to what I actually bought this week. I was going with what I played first. So this week, I also bought the Back to the Future Telltale game for the Xbox One.
You bought an Xbox One game?
No, yes, because
wow.
So GameStop had it for $20. This game on the Xbox One runs upwards of $60 used, and on the PlayStation 4 it runs upward of $100.
Dang.
Because you can't buy it digitally anymore since Telltale shut down.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Stupid companies going out of business, failing to capitalism.
That's what I'm saying.
And I bought Nier Automata.
Automata.
Yeah, the one that came out first here, but it's actually a sequel to Replicant. But I don't know where my copy is. It was supposed to be here yesterday. It says, we gave it to UPS at USPS.
We gave it to UPS, USPS.
Yeah, whatever.
The United States Postal Service, United Postal Service.
My
Right.
favorite.
The
So,
Postal Service, United States Postal Service.
It's gone!
Postal Service of the Postal Service.
Hopefully it will show up eventually. Let's see. Did I buy anything else? I don't think so. I think that's all I bought this week. At least game related. Okay, favorite handheld.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to give it to the 3DS.
Yes, sir, because it's good, right?
I mean, obviously,
Impeccable arguing.
If I'm giving it to, I obviously like it, but so I do go back and play a lot of games on handheld because I have a lot. No, that I haven't beaten.
You haven't beaten Face Raiders?
Bruh, shut up.
Okay, I'll stop.
Alright, so I've always had a problem though that the Nintendo's handhelds are kind of small. At least as I've gotten older. I've had that problem.
You got man hands.
Yeah, I do.
Ain't no baby hands in this.
I want to go back to the Wii U because it's big enough for my... I'm like, yes, this fit. Anyways, so you have, but the 3DS XL's a pretty good size. It's not great.
It could be bigger.
Yeah, it could be bigger, and I'd be okay with it. But
Jesus, how big do you want the thing?
A home console. There we go.
Like a Galaxy S7 tablet size.
Hear me out. Okay, so if the Wii U had not failed, Luigi's Mansion, Xenoblade Chronicles, those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head that play like a console game on a handheld. Well, especially Xenoblade Chronicles. But if the Wii U had not failed, the console-like games would have ended up on the Wii U instead of the 3DS.
Well, I disagree with that.
Not
Xenoblade, but I do
agree
disagree on Luigi's Mansion.
I agree
because
I'm on Cameron's side on this one because the 3DS did get a lot of like Wii U ports with like slight improvements because they sucked so bad on the Wii U.
Wait, we're not talking about Dark Moon, are we?
No, I am talking about Dark Moon. Like
we are talking about Dark Moon.
We would have gotten Dark Moon on the Wii U.
Then yeah, I disagree. It's designed for the 3DS.
The 3DS plays basically like the Wii U gamepad, though. Like it's a. Think about how long Dark Moon's.
I guess, but it's an early
for a handheld experience.
It's an early 3DS game, so I think
it is an early 3DS game, but those levels are not designed for a handheld experience. 40+ minutes, and
I mean, yeah, it has a problem.
Like,
I think because of the level-based nature, it was always going to be a handheld game on the 3DS, not for the Wii U. I think they considered Luigi's Mansion on the Wii U because its frame rate's kind of bad on the 3DS. Like, 2's obviously designed for the 3DS and runs at a pretty good frame rate. So 1's port to the 3DS drops frames, like, consistently.
Yeah, 1's port is not great. But it's more... I think if Dark Moon had not been designed with levels, it would have been fine for handheld or console, but designing it in such a way that if your handheld ran out of battery while you were on a trip or something, you would, have to completely restart that level. Not great.
Handheld games usually had level-based. Consoles were the ones where it was more open world, so
Right.
that's why I kind of disagree. Anyways, quit wasting my turn.
We're
Am I
not
wasting
wasting
your
any
turn? I'm
time.
expanding
Yeah, for
it.
real.
Okay, then what do you have to say, Alex? What do you have to say that's so important? Let me hear it.
No.
Let me hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, were you
boy.
gonna tell me that Hyrule Warriors was actually a 3DS game?
No, that's a Wii U game.
Actually, it's a 3DS game,
It is. I own
It's actually
Legend, and it's DLC.
and it
but
only exists because the
that's-
Wii U version sold like crap because no one bought a Wii U, and they're like, we have to make money off something.
Look, I'm such a simp for Hyrule Warriors. I own all 3 versions and their DLC.
I was actually looking at buying Legends last night because I was like, that's the only version I don't have. I kind of want it.
I wish we got in Japan special editions. It kills me we didn't. They're so cool.
Oh, yeah, those were cool.
Okay.
But yes, okay, 3DS.
Yes.
Best one because it's consoles bigger than all the others. I consistently go back and play its games. You can play DS games on it as well, which is good if you need to beat those. I don't think
Having
of any
backwards
DS games.
compatibility is nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, the 3D feature can't be replicated anywhere else on like home console chat.
Yeah,
That's
a cool.
true.
I mean, that's a cool feature for sure. But I'm
Not a lot used it, but the things that did, I love
everything.
turning it on.
Every 3DS game had it in some way. But
Sure.
And then they
I don't
started
like
cutting it out.
Well, I don't like you using that as a selling point because you didn't like the 3D because it makes you nauseous, right? Or like it hurts your eyes or something like that.
If I'm in the car, I can't use it.
Well, you can't really.
But I
play-
can't really play games in the car anyways, because I get nauseous.
Yeah, but like
These
I always thought I get motion sick sometimes playing games in the car too. Don't feel bad. But I thought like y'all didn't use the 3D because it like hurts your eyes or something. Like isn't that why you guys don't see 3D movies?
No, I
I
don't,
don't see 3D movies because I need 3D glasses, and I wear glasses, and that sounds like torture for 3
Hey,
hours.
You've seen PhilharMagic multiple times.
That's different. You can and I still have trouble putting those glasses on.
Well, at least PhilharMagic isn't like as long as a
3-hour
movie. Yeah, it's not.
That's
it's
true.
not a movie.
Yeah, it's weird having 2 sets of glasses on. I wish they'd redesign the 3 PhilharMagic ones as well.
I think they should have Mickey ears on them.
True. And then people would take them, but true.
People already take them.
You ain't seen people walking around with the PhilharMagic glasses?
Yeah, but now if you add ears, that's just more ways because people take them and then they're like, "This is cool," and then 5 minutes later they're like, "Why did I take these?" and they throw them away because they're crappy
Yeah.
3D glasses. Why would you want that? Like, wow, I stole this mass-produced thing that several under thousands of people have worn previously.
Yeah, you're
Sick.
right. I don't go see 3D movies, but also I don't remember the last time there was a 3D movie.
Well, that's just
About a
because of COVID.
Yeah,
Most movies, a lot of movies have 3D options.
true.
Yeah, I was
I
gonna
think
say there's not a
Auburn's got like
theater around here, but there is. We just don't use it.
Yeah.
They don't use it.
Um,
God, I miss movies.
But okay. Anyway, moving
Yeah.
on. Cameron, you go ahead.
usually if I'm playing 3DS on 3D, I'm usually sitting somewhere stable that I
Yeah.
can. I do wish I had a new 3DS just for that, since you can kind of move.
It's worth every penny. It really is.
Yeah, but they're
Well,
so expensive.
It was worth every penny. Now it's really expensive.
How much are new 3DSs going for?
Well,
Like a used or a new one, and one that's not hacked. That's the other problem.
yeah, if you get one that someone's hacked and they don't tell you or they take the SD card, you're kind of screwed. Because that's what That's what happened with Haley.
Yeah, but I don't think it's common just because Haley happened to get one that was borked. I don't think that's a common thing.
That's true.
This
I
does
think
not look that
They're
bad.
going about the same
Price.
price.
Yeah, like they're kind of going
For
for like
being out of commission, they aren't going for double yet.
I'm very glad I bought the Super Nintendo edition because that was like one of the last ones they made. One of the last new 3DSs they made.
Alex should have upgraded when he had the chance.
I still should send it off before they start running out of parts, just to get it like
I mean, they're
cleaned
already
up.
running out of parts.
They are in Japan.
I mean, the prices aren't terrible here. I'm seeing one that's like $211 that comes with a charger and a Xenoblade Chronicles.
That's
That looks
really
fine.
not bad.
Yeah, it's fine. Those aren't great prices by any means, but they're not terrible. I thought, by the way y'all were talking, I thought there was gonna be like something disgusting on there, like $400 or something.
This one's 320, but it had 45 bids.
Okay.
Some of these aren't great, but it's not as expensive as I thought.
Okay, Karen.
$450 sealed. God, dude, imagine waiting a decade to sell something for double.
Power move.
Not really. Okay, so let's see. This week I have been playing Persona 3 Fez, Persona 5 Strikers, Super Mario 3D World, Mario Kart DS, Animal Crossing, I guess that's it. I also, since the physical edition was available, I bought Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel, and the Millionaire's Conspiracy Deluxe Edition for Switch. I have not had the time to play it, even though it's been here for most of the week, because I am bad.
Imagine.
I'm gonna play for the channel. It'll be alright.
Imagine having a job though, for real.
Imagine having a job. Jobs suck.
After that spiral, you also played Rocket League with me, and we got to the semifinals.
I played Rocket
and
League and
got
Apex
crushed.
with you. That is correct. We almost got to the semifinals.
No, we got to the semifinals and we got crushed.
Oh, that's true. We got absolutely crushed. Well, we didn't get absolutely crushed.
It wasn't terrible. But
We were
did
holding
get
our
crushed.
own until like the last minute of both of those rounds.
Yeah.
It was not great. That was
Rip the
last
dream.
minute. Rip the dream. We'll get it.
That's the closest I've been though to
Yep.
winning. So
It was a good attempt. Let's see. I participated in a Minecraft Hunger Games, which I also lost.
Oh,
Or not ultra hardcore. Same difference.
yeah.
And okay, I think that's all the playing I did. I played more than I thought this week. So favorite handheld. So I have given this a decent amount of thought. I think the DS.
Ew. Wow.
bro.
No, I made this group. You get out. So
Bro, what do you mean? Ew! Literally, the 3DS is a DS.
Nope. It's got 3D.
It's a DS with 3D.
What about a 2DS, Cooper?
Doesn't exist.
Man, Cooper really sounded like a liberal right now.
True.
Anyway, so the DS.
the DS. While arguably I put more time into certain 3DS games. The 3DS just I don't outside of like Exxon Alpha Sapphire, I don't really feel like I completed a lot or even finished a lot of games on there. But the DS, I have what roughly 7 years where I was actively playing games on it. Let's see, do I have any of them up here? No, these are all 3DS games, ain't they? I mean, it's the DS has the best remake of all time, Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Plus Black and White,
Plus Black and White,
Black
which
2,
are
White 2,
the best Pokemon
This is
games.
why the 3DS is the
Uh,
best thing, because
Diamond-
it has Sapphire and Omega Ruby, which are the best Pokemon games. In a discussion.
false.
In discussion.
That wasn't a discussion. That was a statement.
In the discussion.
Barely a statement.
Plus Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, which while I don't really give much of a crap about that generation, I know a ton of other people do. So really,
You
the
got-
high point of Pokemon, I think.
Absolutely the high point of Pokemon. But you've also got
3DS has Sun and Moon. Get out of here.
Get out of here, Cooper.
you get out of here, heathen.
Dude, don't you want to play the tutorial game? I love it.
So you've also got games like Partners in Time, which absolutely phenomenal use of the dual screens.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're
freaking
talking
Mario
about
Kart
dual
DS,
screen.
bro, some top tier multiplayer.
Talking
Uh,
about dual screens, then you have the original World Ends With You.
Oh, that's true. I can't play the original because I am bad. I can't do both screens at the same time.
We got the first time that the original Final Fantasy 3 was on. It came by DS. Metroid
Yeah.
Prime Hunters, Mario 64 DS.
Mario 64 is
Freaking
Good, New Super Mario Bros.
New Super Mario Bros.
that's the edition that Alex and I have of our DSs. So definitely good. Wild World, which while I haven't played a ton, I know has some of the most dialogue of the series because they had to make up for the drop in graphics.
Let's see, Picross 3D, amazing, best Picross game, amazing puzzle game. Brain Age is
Yes.
a forever classic. Super Princess Peach.
Super Princess Peach, let's go.
It has Tetris DS.
Tetris DS, yeah, bingo. That's a really
Where-
good Tetris game.
And you have the entire Game Boy.
Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. Not the most popular Zelda games, but definitely the most quirky, I think.
Some of the most unique.
Yeah.
I think Nintendo, while they didn't fully utilize it, having the ability for you to plug in a Game Boy game and then it add content for a DS game you're playing, like with the Sinnoh games, if you plugged in like Fire Red, then you would have Pokemon from Fire Red show up that normally want it.
Yeah, that was definitely something they could have utilized better, but it was cool because they had like a RAM expander for the GBA slot where you could browse the web. They had a Rumble expander for the GBA slot. The GBA slot used for Guitar Hero and like Band Hero and stuff.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool for the time. Yeah, DS was really solid.
Absolutely.
So can't complain there.
You had the weird sequel one between the DS and the 3DS. The DSi,
That had some ideas.
it had no exclusives.
It had
but
like 2 exclusives.
No, it had a few exclusives.
But
It
are they worth mentioning? Absolutely not.
It's like the Virtual Boy.
its biggest thing
Face Raiders, bro. What the?
is it had new features in games,
It
like
had
exclusive features.
Yeah.
Because Black and White had something that I don't even remember.
It did not affect the overall game, and you could still do Neuralink. I don't remember what it's called. Where you connected Black and White together.
I can't remember either. Also got to mention the Poke Walker. That was really cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm much happier selecting agreeing to the DS than I am the 3DS.
Disagree, but okay.
Although
It's biased
the
and-
3DS
like
is
the
like
bigger
one,
You're biased and unfair. I win.
yeah. I mean, I would have liked the DS to be bigger, but I don't want to take that as too much
Bigger
of a
screen is
downside.
bad,
I didn't care at the time when I had one. You
Yeah.
know.
Because I was small and young.
Yeah. And
didn't
even
have the
though
straight
I
lines.
definitely probably spent more time on my 3DS than my DS, that was mostly just because when I was a kid and I had a DS, I was too stupid to play games, so I got bored very quickly because I didn't understand things such as progression and saving and
Saving?
yeah, like things you do in games. I didn't
Oh.
grasp that.
I
So-
can't believe I didn't mention this. Kingdom Hearts 358. Dude, that.
Is
Oh
that
my
good?
gosh.
I know nothing
It-
about that.
That one is good. People will bash it for the combat, but it's got okay. I thought I was gonna sneeze. You could play. You have missions, and you could play with 3 other players if they also had the game. And the story is just top notch for a DS game. Square had a lot of good games on the DS.
Yep.
They're a Japanese company. They understand that handheld market is huge over there.
Yep.
True.
Well, okay then. So, what I've been playing this week, Rocket League, like Cameron mentioned, got to the semifinals, got crushed. I will keep trying. Pokemon Sapphire, it's just a random thing I decided to start doing. It was either that or It was either between Sapphire and Crystal and Emerald, and initially I wanted to do Emerald, but that would be through emulation, and it's just harder to make me play games when it's through emulation. I only kind of use emulation when I don't have access to my original hardware, like I'm out and about and I have my laptop or whatever. And then
I feel like if
you go ahead.
I feel like if I was gonna emulate a Pokemon game that I own, it wouldn't even be because I would rather play it on the original hardware anyway. So if I was gonna do it, I would just like run some special like randomizer or something.
Oh yeah. Well, Emerald was one I can foresee not getting for a little bit longer. But yeah, like you said, I mean, like I'm just a original hardware kind of guy, and the only reason I would emulate is if I'm going on vacation and I all of a sudden just really have a hankering to play Mega Man 2 on the NES or something.
Fair.
And then it was between Sapphire and Crystal, and I already had started Sapphire. I had like 10 hours in it, and I was like, well, I need to go ahead and play through this before I try to start another Pokemon game that's even older than Sapphire. So I've been playing. I put about 5 hours the past couple days into it. Kind of just been a side thing to my studying. I have it running on the side, and I'll look over and do a couple things, and then go back to studying, and then
So you're just running up the clock while you're studying.
Kinda, but I don't leave it on for too long. Like I'm pretty active doing it. I'm not 100% active in it, but I don't let it run for hours without doing anything. What else? Story of Seasons, Pioneers of Olive Town. I think I mentioned that on the podcast last week that I got it. Or no. Wait. I bought this earlier than that. Or later than that, didn't I? I don't know. That's how unorganized my game playthrough style is that I don't even know when I bought something, even though I literally just bought this thing. I was at Best Buy the other day, and it just so happened that Cameron had sent me a Snapchat earlier that morning of Pioneers of All Town, like Premium Edition or whatever. And I went to
like
yeah,
yeah,
I went to Best Buy later that day, just because I wanted to look around. I'd like gotten done with some classwork and needed a break, wanted to get out of the house, so I went to Best Buy, and I saw that there, and I was like the only one on the shelf, and I was kind of shocked to see like a premium edition in stores, so I snagged it. Couldn't help myself. It came with a brown bull plushie that is like the same as the strawberry cow plushie from the remake of Friends of Mineral Town, and it's also just as adorable. So now they are sitting next to each other on top of my computer. It also comes with a like 2x1 cloth poster, which is pretty decent. And the game comes with a manual. Like, bro, they went all out. Not only did they remake the GPA game with the manual, but they freaking made a new one with the manual. Like, what freaking games come with manuals these days? So that's a big cool thing. I really like games that do that. So I'm happy. I'm definitely gonna try and support Marvelous and Xseed. I think they're really cool for doing stuff like that. And it's been pretty good. It's a bit slow. The gameplay, I would like the gameplay to be a bit faster. I'm just used to the old Harvest Moon games where there's like no animation. Things just happen. But now there's animations, so everything takes longer. But it's still good. Just classic soothing farming gameplay. Dig that. Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong Country 2, a little bit on SNES Online. Slowly working my way through those games. And like I said earlier in the podcast, I ordered the Ace Attorney trilogy and I pre-ordered the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. So very excited for those to come in.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
For favorite Nintendo console handheld, I'm torn, but I think that it would be insulting to younger me if I didn't pick the Game Boy Advance. It can play the entire Game Boy line, which is one of the most solid game libraries ever. It's essentially a portable Super Nintendo, which is the best Nintendo home console. Fight me about it.
We did.
Yeah. Again, I'll fight again. I'll fight every day. It's just got a supreme game collection, some amazing Metroid games, a great Pokemon generation. Not as versed as the DS, but both the Gen 1 remakes and Gen 3, which is solid gens, which I'm actually playing through Gen 3 right now, like I mentioned. It's got... Well, it doesn't have an original Mario title. It does have ports of the best 2D Mario titles. So can't complain there. Some solid Kirby games. It's got some great Zelda games, Minish Cap, and through backwards compatibility stuff like Link's Awakening, which is really good. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, it's got one of those, although the DS has the other one.
Mm-hmm. So that they could have those two boxes put on top of each other.
It also can do a lot of really cool stuff with the GameCube. You can use it as a controller for the Game Boy player. You can link up multiple things to do Four Swords Adventures with it. You can do 4-player connectivity. Like, it's just kind of old school tech, but like 4-player cable connections. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It was trying to be pretty weird, like stuff with the e-reader. I think the e-reader is awesome. Although it's also very boring and quite useless today. I think it's really cool. And because the Mario Party E game, where it's like half board game, half video game, that's pretty cool. The fact that you can download like arcade games and NES games based on card dots is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
And this is definitely a me thing, just because I like tech. I'm a nerd. I like that kind of stuff. Also,
You're
some
an
great.
nerd.
I also like freaking Golden Sun, the best Harvest Moon game ever made. Superstar Saga. Uh, it's just really good. And the SP can freaking fold, which in 2000 whatever this thing came out, that was nuts. It's like a phone. It's like I had a phone when I was a
Yo.
child without having access to an actual phone.
And it has a light button. Does your
Yeah.
phone have a light button? No, it has a slider.
It would be even better if the original GBA model had a light, because the original GBA form factor is just much better than the SP form factor. But hey, the modding community for the GBA today is freaking huge. And it's very easy to add even just a front light if you just want like basic functionality. You don't have to go out, but you can also buy like a cheap kit to put a whole IPS modern display in there and make it super pretty. And yeah, it's just so good. I will say it is slightly nostalgia based, I think. I have to admit that. The Super Nintendo, while I did grow up with it, I was also in that phase where things didn't really mean anything. I played the first level of Super Mario World 5,000 times because I didn't understand what saving was. But with the Game Boy, I grew up with that a lot longer, and I played it a lot more. So I just always have good thoughts about it. So yeah, I really like it. I think it's king. I like that we all picked like it was like Game Boy and DS and 3DS. There was no like or Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
There was no like Game Boy Color or anything like that. There was no something like that. I was hoping someone would pick like the DSi specifically because it had a camera or something stupid.
Cooper is the
Yeah,
one
but
that
Cooper outdid it. He outdid himself on the stupidity. He did. I had
What?
my expectations were pretty low.
You never would have expected GameCube handle.
Nope,
Exactly.
didn't. I did not. That's very correct. I got caught.
Yeah, because it's not a handheld, heathen.
What? Wrong. It is a handheld by technicality. What is the definition of handheld? Hold in hand. That's what I thought. Whoa, that
So
means the
this
Wii
cup
U
is a handheld. This
True.
microphone is a handheld. This book is a handheld. This can is a handheld.
Bro, this Lego Star Wars.
No,
shit.
we're not doing this again because this is the same thing as when you did with the hole definition a couple weeks ago, where you're just like everything has infinite holes if you define it to be that way.
Yes, that's
And
right.
it's one.
So it becomes therefore meaningless to discuss because it doesn't matter what anything is. If you just define anything to be whatever you want, then there's no point in discussing it.
If you
Exactly.
change the defined definition, if
Like-
it's the required.
Like this tape measure in my hand right now, it has an infinite amount of holes based on definition.
No, it does not.
No.
Okay.
Unless
We're
you want
moving
to,
on.
unless you want to change the definition, yeah. But unless you want to change the definition to something that is wrong,
Okay,
then-
sure. We probably
see,
should
that's
move
another
on.
thing, bro. You're just like, yeah, it's wrong, but whatever.
It's not wrong.
That's what
but
I
I'm like,
believe
okay,
in.
It literally is.
Move on.
Well, hold on? What do we define wrong to be?
Oh my god.
See,
No,
this is
no,
what,
no,
this is this.
no. Move on.
I think this is in our
I still got
longest
finals this week.
Okay, fine, Mom. Jeez, Cooper, you have the floor for Faye.
All right, let's go. Yes, sir. Hang on. All right. So, that's not a part of fate.
dying is part of it. Let's go.
Hey, Pog. All right, so we got a real Faye channel. This past Sunday, April 25th. If you haven't seen it, just chill on the podcast. Golden Week is coming up with Choose Your Legends Hero Fest banner. Oh, that's already out. Well, Choose Your Legends Hero Fest banners are out with 26 you can get and 5 for each banner. So in total, you get 24 free summons, which is very cool, and 6 free summons for each banner. There's no sparking because it's Hero Fest and they're like money. Okay. And then Legendary Sigurd, it's going to be our next Legendary. He looks amazing. His kit is great. His skill is insane because it allows cav units to move 4 spaces, like stuff like that. Like it allows units to move an extra space, armored units, and like It's pretty. It's not game changing, but it's really great. Next update, 1,000 extra spaces, basically more or less. More My Summoner features. 2 new hair colors or whatever hairstyles. And Mjolnir Strike stuff, which is really cool. And 5 times XP and SP boosts for Golden Week and stuff, and all that. Like Golden Week, well, normally what Golden Week is every year. Holoforms is out with Larce, Shannon, Sed, and Altina. Yeah, they're weak, kinda ish. They're outdated. Anyways, fake. There's a fake quiz on. Oh my gosh, there's a fake quiz on Face Twitter. It's great. Like 7 of the questions are answered correctly. And the twin, we're gonna get 10 orbs for free if 7 of the 10 are answered correctly. Voting Gauntlet is coming out soon with both baby banners against all each other. It's gonna be kind of cool, like young Minerva, all that cool stuff. Respondent Lilina is out and will be available until May 9th, and then she will be. And then on May 9th, she will replace.
Oh my god.
Breathe.
She will be replaced by Resplendent Leaf. I don't. The dude from the game that's only Japan exclusive. Awesome.
Breathe, my dude.
Okay. Now that terrible incident of horror is over, Lego Luigi has been officially announced. Didn't we already talk about this last week?
So, Amazon announced or leaked it last week.
But
It
now
was
it's
officially announced at like 6 a.m. on Tuesday.
Right. So yeah, that's real. Lego Luigi do be happening though.
He confirmed.
Nintendo and Fujifilm are partnering together to have a special edition of the Instax Mini Link to print screenshots from new Pokemon Snap. And if you don't know what that is, that's basically the
New
printer.
Pokemon Snap.
That's actually the little mini printer thing that goes with their cameras that print like Polaroid style photos, that kind of like retro revival of that kind of tech.
Which is super cool.
Yeah, which is a cool thing. It requires a special type of film that costs $20 to refill. That's not really a shocking thing. That kind of photo stuff is very expensive, anyways.
Yeah, I feel like I would
brand thing.
I would find if I had one, it would be like the old days where it's like you found like your favorite photo. Now go track down.
You still
a
have
printer
2
thing
days
to
to launch. So if you want this, if you want the device and or at least the film for it, buy it today, so that when the orders go live for the Switch edition, you've already stocked up on the film.
Yeah, so you can print 5,000 photos of Pokemon that don't exist.
Well, it's not just Pokemon photos though. You can print any Switch photos since they showed something from Odyssey among the photos.
Oh, so you can just print any screenshot.
Cooper's gonna print Zelda's butt.
He is, bro. Cooper is so down, bro.
True.
Literally down atrocious.
Not true.
Hey, to be fair, Nintendo is a parent, family-friendly company who's what
Horny.
we like sexy women too.
How are we going to sell the Switch after the failure that is the Wii U?
But
boobs, women.
Booba. Anyway, okay, horny moment over. Konami has announced 7 amiibo cards for their Yu-Gi-Oh! Switch game, and speaking of butt, you bet your butt that Cameron's gonna buy all of them for a garbage game.
I can't even get the garbage game.
But he's gonna get those 7 amiibo cards, and they're random, so it's gonna be extra fun.
We'll keep you updated on that.
Yeah.
You also kind of have to wait till August because that's when the game releases.
Hey, if you're that consistent listener, you'll get to find out what happens.
The amiibo leak about the Smash stuff from GameStop is fake, as we suspected. So yeah, sorry for that hype. Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie will feature Knuckles, and they've already started filming, and there's also some funny photos of the props for the movies around. You've probably seen them on Twitter. If you haven't, you should definitely go find them because they're kind of funny.
Oh,
Hey, they look pretty good though.
They do,
Sonic
yeah.
Sonic
Just
2
for
and Knuckles, boys.
dude,
for props, I was kind of impressed.
and one of the photos shows them spin dashing, like all three spin dashing. So it's gonna be real.
We're
cool.
Sonic heroes, boys.
Sonic Heroes.
Wonderful
Especially
rendition.
Mario Heroes,
What a rendition.
Guitar Hero streamer Carney Jared achieved the first ever 100% full combo on Solus 6, which is a meme song created in Clone Hero. It was made as an April Fool's joke 10 years ago, apparently, and no one has been able to do that in 10 years. It's been out for 10 years, and he finally did it. Apparently, it's super nuts. So that happened. Go Carney Jared. Sakura Wars Revolution is shutting down in June, only 7 months after its release. So rip to those people playing that. If there's anyone playing that,
It was a Japanese mobile game, and it shows why you shouldn't go. Hey, we got your property. All right, we threw out everything everybody cares about with this property. It's now set in the modern day instead of the 1940s, and you have idols. Great, right? Everybody, no. It was also made by the people who make Fate. Grand Fate
Really?
Order. Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
who made that mobile game. But Sakura Wars fans apparently went, no, you threw out everything. Who cares?
That's crazy because like with Fate, they did a great job with the story and stuff.
EA
Isn't
and
there-
Respawn won. Or I'm sorry to interrupt.
Isn't it a game that requires like $50 for a character?
No, that's AFK Arena. But I mean, Fate, it's not really free to play friendly. You're probably going to be spending money, even though they don't really advertise it that way.
Anyway, EA and Respawn Entertainment won the video game industry's first ever Oscar, based on a short subject documentary in the Oculus VR game Medal of Honor Above and Beyond.
Good job, EA.
The short film is titled
once.
Colette, and apparently is really good. It's the first time a video game industry project has ever won an Oscar. So good job, Respawn.
Oh,
I can't believe it was from an Oculus VR game, but you know that's how things happen sometimes, I guess.
Look, if the video game industry is getting recognition, though, I would prefer it because people are like, but why? I mean,
Yeah, fair enough. Speaking of Respawn Entertainment, Apex Legends is receiving a new game mode and a new season update called Legacy coming May 4th. There's a new game mode called Arenas, which is basically squad v squad play that is more or less a clone of Valorant and or CSGO play. At the beginning, there's a buy phase and an attack phase. During the buy phase, you're given so much money. You also earn money through your performance during the battle phase. You can buy weapons, and you can upgrade your weapons with sights and shotgun bolts and stocks and barrel stabilizer, all that good stuff. You also have to buy your abilities, from what it sounded like. You also can buy healing items, and pretty much everything you use in a fight, you can buy it at the beginning, and then they have a bunch of new maps they created, and some that are just ripped straight from the already made maps, like just small areas, but they also made a couple new ones. And it looks really cool. I'm very excited about that mode because the best part of Apex is the fighting, and you don't have to worry about being third-partied all the time. You have to win 2 consecutive games in a row to win. If the match goes into a 4v4 deadlock, then there's a round 9, which is what they call it, and apparently it's super nuts. They didn't really talk about it much, but so yeah, if you go 4v4, then
Is it 3v3 or how many people are you?
It's 3v3. It's squad v squad.
Okay. They still should try fours just once.
Yeah, for the arenas, you could even do like 5v5. I think
Yeah.
that'd be really cool.
That's what the other games do.
Yeah.
They just want to be different.
Well, not that much. You rip the buy phase from Valorant. I mean, you might as well just make it 5v5.
Apex
No.
tells you you're the fourth friend.
So yeah,
Yeah,
season 9. I don't know if it's
because your computer can't run Apex.
rip.
I wasn't saying me. I was just saying in general.
Yeah.
That's
That's
why my homies play Splatoon.
Season
Splatoon
9
2 tells
Legacy?
you you're the fifth friend.
Man, if you're the 5th friend, you really gotta reevaluate your life choices.
For real.
So they didn't call it season 9. They're just calling it Legacy. So I don't know what's up with that. But there's also a new legend coming, Valkyrie. She is a sky-based legend, and she flies. Her side ability is basically the ability to target a square area and launch a bunch of missiles towards them. It's basically like if you took the locked area of Gibraltar's ult along with the square landing nature or the square size nature of Bangalore and combine them together. It's pretty cool. You can like target a specific area close to you. They demonstrated it like shooting it onto where a Horizon ult was thrown, so people were like trapped in the center, and then she bombed the crap out of them. It's also way quicker than those other ults. And her ultimate is, I don't know what it's called, but it's basically where her and her teammates that are around her will connect to her, and they will all shoot up into the air. And it's basically like taking a jump tower, except you don't need a jump tower. You just shoot up into the air with her. That's what she can do. Seems pretty interesting. I'm very excited, mostly for the arena mode, but we'll see how Valkyrie does as well. So yeah, that is coming May 4th. For the last of the tidbits, apparently there's a new Animal Crossing update out, and Cameron says it is.
It might be by the time
it's about to be out or something, and Cameron says it is quote bad and lame. So Cameron, please elaborate.
It is bad and lame. So they announced this morning. They announced that New Horizons is going to be getting updates to Mayday, the wedding event, and some more furniture tied with those events. Oh, and the museum thing. Does that count as an event? So the museum is getting paintings. So last year you can only get a plaque for bugs, fish, and fossils. This year you get the added bonus of the paintings. Yay. Mayday is the exact same idea but with a new map. Now, based on how Egg Day went, if they did not update this, you would not be able to go. Because with Egg Day, if you had already done it last year, you could just walk up to I can't remember the bunny's name. You could walk up Zipper T.
Yes, sir.
You could walk up to Zipper T, and he'd be like, "Hey, you've already built everything. Here's another wand." That I don't know what they were thinking when they designed how the events worked, but it almost seems like it's one and done. So Mayday at least gets 2. And then you've got furniture tied to the June wedding stuff. I don't know if there's actually any changes for that event. It was very much spam furniture at Harv's Island last year, so I don't really see how they could add more to that. So instead, they're just letting you buy things this year. And in one of the pictures for the new content, there was a villager's house that nobody can figure out whose house it is because there's a green door instead of. I actually don't know color. There was one villager that was very close. It was one of the tigers, and his place did not quite match. So we might be getting more villagers. That'd be cool. But that's not confirmed yet. So Nintendo, step up your game. You had 3 years planned out. Use them.
This is what they planned.
This is
Ooh.
bad. This is a
Then
year.
stop playing.
No.
Just make it easy.
Bro, freaking Animal Crossing fan, this is bad. Make it better. We'll just stop playing then. No. I want my I want my bad game.
Look, to be fair, I'm only playing like 5 minutes a day at this point, if that much. Have we talked about the? We talked about the amiibo cards being rumored last week, so that's supposedly what's going to happen. That's what people are thinking is going to happen with these new villagers. So we'll see.
Yeah, I guess so. So, for the finishing topic this week on the show, we thought it would be fun to talk about mobile games. And while I know if you're listening to this, you're probably like, ew, I know. But the discussion is, how should Nintendo move forward with their IPs that have recently gotten mobile games as the most recent installment, i.e. Mario Kart, Dr. Mario,
Regularly Los.
um,
Regularly Los.
yes, Pikmin.
Oh yeah, that's one.
Oh, are we talking about this because Nintendo released their sales numbers and Fire Emblem Heroes is number 1?
Oh, I forgot they did that.
No, we just kind of chose that because I thought it would be interesting.
Yeah,
Also,
'cause,
2D Mario, because they have not made a new 2D Mario since Super Mario Run, unless you want to count 3D World, I guess. But that's 90% a port, and Browser's Fury is more of a 3D Mario game. So,
Alright, let's think. Zelda won't get one. It doesn't have like a simple, and they can't water it down enough to a simple gameplay loop.
yeah.
And they tried a real mobile game and nobody bought it. Like they tried to make a Nintendo actual game based on the idea of mobile and nobody bought it. Rip Mario Run. So Zelda is not going to see anything.
Yeah, but the question more is, so like if, like when the like, do you think Nintendo should carry stuff from the mobile games into the next? So Mario Kart 9, for example, do you think they should carry stuff from Mario Kart 20 into them?
I thought we were discussing.
Well, all of it. Like this is our mobile discussion. It's not like we don't have time. So,
yes, if absolutely with Mario Kart Tour stuff, bring it on to 9 or 10 if you want to consider 9 Tour. They might do that. I don't know if they will, but they always.
It's actually Mario Kart 11 because Deluxe.
I don't see them counting that separately,
Probably
but
not.
they could. Tour, I could legitimately see them going, no, that was 9.
Yeah, but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is essentially Mario Kart 8 Definitive Edition, and that's That's usually not counted as anything in the series.
So when I thought of this sort of idea, I was thinking they've already had 3 paths for how they've used the mobile games. You've got the integrated style with Let's Go and Pokemon Go. You've got the Animal Crossing route where it was clearly following the same path. And then you've got Fire Emblem where they use the money from mobile to help boost the console game.
In the mobile.
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean they're putting it back towards mobile, but they're not just putting however many billions of dollars they just got into only mobile.
No, obviously. I mean, who wouldn't?
I don't really have much interest in anything from the mobile games being brought over unless it is purely like aesthetic.
I would like.
I mean,
I-
Tor's
I-
got some cool
I would
That's
like
what I'm
the
saying,
costume
like-
from Tor
like-
and the courses.
I'm saying like mechanics. Like I don't want
Yeah,
I don't want
I
any
don't want
mechanics brought over. That's what
mechanics,
hesitated me
I-
because Mario Kart Tour is boring. IMO
Sure.
because of its
I
mechanics.
could see Fire Emblem or Intelligent Systems, since they do Fire Emblem, looking at Heroes going, what can we take and make better in a full console version? Because there's like 10 modes now that they randomly cycle through.
Mhm.
I really hope that Dragalia lost because like I don't play it much, but from what I know, like it looks really cool.
Oh yeah, you've got, I forget Dragalia lost his, Nintendo's like, we made an actual new series.
Yeah,
They might do something with it. I don't know if they will.
I could see Dragalia lost being like, either they take the full story as it is and redo it into like a game,
Which they could.
or they just go, well, we have this series, if we come up with something to do with it, we'll do it. I don't know much about Dragalia Lost
yeah,
though.
me neither. That's the one issue. All I know is that they do crossovers.
With
Um,
everything.
I hope that things that they do moving forward would be like as great as using some of the influence of Pokemon Go into making Pokemon Let's Go. Because I think Pokemon Let's Go was incredible.
Let me come back to
Oh
the chat.
yeah, it did use.
Here we go. Here's the chart they posted.
Wait, that's not the most up to date one, is it?
That's of January 26, 2020.
Alex. That's
yeah.
not the one they posted.
Oh, well, what's that one?
That one's over a year outdated.
Look, it's fine. It looks like that still, anyways.
No, it
But
doesn't.
this has me Tomo. No, it doesn't. That one
No,
did.
No, Mario Kart
hold
Tour
on.
is the second best now. I just don't know.
Wow, I'm just shocked at Fire Emblem Heroes.
Fire Emblem
Yeah,
Heroes
that was-
dwarfs everything.
Like, I think Fire Emblem Heroes having like the +10 thing, where it's like if you get more than one copy of the same character, you can like merge, like you can put them together, and then it makes them like a better, like gives them better stats and stuff. I think that's what really helps them.
So, what do you pay
I think
for
this was
in Fire Emblem
lifetime
Heroes?
sales. You can buy orbs to summon, but unlike most mobile games where they have like some summoning thing to get your character, Fire Emblem Heroes gives you a lot for free. Like a
That's
lot,
only
a lot.
That's
if you're
true.
doing 4K. That's different.
Yeah, the top one's global as of that time last year, and this one's this year's sales.
Like right now, it's $40, and you can get one of the Christmas characters and a lot of orbs. I considered it, and then I went, I shouldn't spend $40.
So, orbs is basically the in-game currency.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
It requires 5 orbs to summon a character.
What do you do to what does summoning do?
It's like it gets you more. It's like loot crates, kind of. It gets you more characters and stuff.
Look,
Well, they've always given the percentages though, like how high it is here. Let me see.
That's true. Like, you know how Apex has the Apex loot crates or whatever they call it?
So summoning a character is a loot box?
essentially,
More or less.
Kinda.
Okay. So it's just like every other mobile game where you pay money for in-game currency to get loot boxes.
yes.
Okay.
Basically.
But this
Yeah,
one
but
you
it's got a
PNGs of waifus.
True.
it's got a lot of modes though. It's got like 12 different modes, and they keep adding more.
Yeah, they've had some pretty cool ones.
And it's iconic characters because they're Nintendo, or at least Fire Emblem iconic. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So you'll see like, but they also kind of just have fun with it. They're like, oh, here's Lucinia, but as a bunny for spring.
That sounds down bad.
Yes. How they make
Summer,
their money.
Summer, oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
I'm-
Characters in bikinis, bro. Oh
That's why Cooper plays Fire Emblem Heroes.
my god. True. That's why I built Sonya, bro. Ooh. True.
The Easter banner.
Horny.
Yes.
That's got horny written all over it. Yeah, okay. So
Hold on, summer banner.
so a loot box wank fest.
Yes.
Basically.
I can't believe you guys actually agreed to that statement.
I mean, putting it in other terms, yeah.
But unlike other
yeah,
companies
speaking of things I don't
where
want
they
Nintendo to
they
bring
put
with their
real
games.
gameplay.
That's true. It's not like even though it's watered down, it's still pretty good.
Well, yeah, because there's horny everywhere.
No, it's got like actual gameplay, unlike other companies trying when they're like, just summon, give us money.
Dude, Grand Summoners, oh my gosh.
Like, I wouldn't play it if I didn't at least enjoy the gameplay on some level, and I do have fun playing it.
Yeah.
The way you worded that makes it sound like that's not the main reason you. I'm sus of this. I'm sus of all of this. This is all sus.
Look,
Damn.
but unlike the other games, I don't care if they take these costumes and bring them to the main game. I want the Mario Kart costumes brought into the main. Cooper, please.
Here's one of the summer banners.
Jesus. No shame. Does no one have any shame? No, just no one has. This is no shame.
Japan doesn't have shame.
I mean, yeah, facts. They are like so openly down bad.
They have shame about killing, but not.
Yeah, they have shame about losing, but no shame about just massive horny.
This is one of the units I built recently. She's pretty nice. I mean, she's horrible, and she like.
Yeah,
did a
I
lot
think I
of
want to
horrible
end
stuff.
this discussion.
Bet.
I love how this forced of what should Nintendo do with mobile games? Wow, this mobile game is so horny.
Mobile game makes money by being horny.
True.
Yeah, that's
Bruh, it's
that's if
funding
there's
the
one
real Fire Emblem games.
if there's one thing I don't want to come to the mainline games of anything is horny.
Only horny.
Just don't try to sell me on it by being horny.
Well, then.
No one
But-
should pay money for horny.
Alex.
Oh, excuse me. Wait, sus. Excuse me.
I do think that as long as they're funneling that money towards new console games, and it evens out.
Yes, milk the horny so that I can have
Milk
good
the horny
console
so-
games.
We can get better console games. I think
I mean, you can
really-
see where they put some of that money into Three Houses, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think really either the Fire Emblem route or the Let's Go route. Both of those are fine. Following,
hate Tor when I sync it to when I mirror it and then just use my phone as a controller,
but
but
still not
it's
great.
still really slow, and that way I just don't have to look at the thing my hands are holding. And it's different because you kind of block the screen with Tor with your hands. It's not like the 3DS where the buttons are on the side, or the Switch, where the buttons are on the side. Plus, I can turn it on its side, but Tor's not great. I would like its courses. It's had some cool ones.
Dude, imagine the Mario, like the Pixel Mario and the Pixel Donkey Kong and a road gate. That would be pretty cool, actually. Like the one they did for the anniversary. That'd be really cool.
That would be neat.
Also, I can give a reason why Fire Emblem makes money besides horny. Unlike the rest of Nintendo's mobile games, they're actually generous with giving you what you need to summon things. Like, you can't summon in cart. To get one summon, you've got to put in like a week's worth of effort into the game.
People say Dragalia Lost is like the best for it, which what I've seen, yeah, that's true.
True, but it's not an established series.
Oh yeah.
Outside of
mobile.
It's mobile game.
Yeah.
Well, I think that wraps things up for us. Nintendo's horny, and
True.
And should use that horny money to make better console games.
No, Smash, guys, but remember, Smash is for good boys and girls.
Then Cooper should not be playing Smash.
True.
Fire Emblem isn't for good boys and girls.
Obviously.
True.
And that's why I don't play it.
That was just a joke. It's just Heroes that's not for good boys and girls. It's like Brawl, where it was rated teen. Because of Snake and Zero Suit Samus.
Bro, Snake? Oh my gosh. Ooh. Can't believe they nerfed him, bro. Makes me so sad.
Okay, anyways, with that is going to wrap the show up for this week. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you enjoyed. You should definitely comment on the YouTube version of this podcast. Let us know what your favorite Nintendo handheld console is. And also tell us what you think about Nintendo mobile games and how they should move forward with that now that we're kind of invested in the mobile stuff now. So,
hang on. Sorry. So tell us why the 3DS is your favorite handheld console.
Boo! Shut up. Thank you so much for listening. Please share us with a friend. Shut up. We post every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Central Time. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube.com/StormwindGames. Thank you so much for listening. Be safe. Get the vaccine. All that good stuff. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.